Hey, future titans! Welcome back to the channel, and let's face it, 1 minute you're riding high, the next you're clinging on for dear life. Tariffs, trade wars, currencies bouncing around like ping pong balls. It's enough to make even the savviest investor sweat. But hold on, while some businesses crumble under pressure, others seem to thrive on chaos. They're like the economic equivalent of a seasoned captain navigating a hurricane. They not only survive, they come out stronger. Ever wonder how they do it? That's what we're diving deep into today. I'm breaking down 10 companies built to withstand even profit from economic turmoil. We're talking about the titans, the behemoths, the ones who laugh in the face of recession. Get ready to take notes because we're uncovering their secrets to success. You'll learn how they navigate financial storms and come out on top, no matter what the economy throws their way. Stick around, this is knowledge that could make all the difference to your portfolio. Alright, let's talk about a company that laughs in the face of recessions. Nestlé. You know them, you've probably got a cabinet full of their products right now. These guys are the definition of essential. Think about it, even when times are tough, people still need to eat, right? And Nestlé, they've got you covered on every front, from coffee to chocolate, baby food to bottled water. They've got a finger in every pie, or should I say every pantry. That's the beauty of their vast product line. It acts as a natural hedge against economic downturns. Sure, people might cut back on luxury items, but they're not going to stop buying their morning coffee or feeding their kids. And here's the kicker: Nestlé knows how to play the pricing game. They've got premium brands for those who want the best, and more affordable options for those watching their wallets. That kind of flexibility keeps the cash flowing, no matter what the economy throws their way. Now let's talk global reach. Nestlé isn't just a household name in your country, they're a global powerhouse. We're talking about operations in over 180 countries. That's right, 180. This worldwide presence is a massive advantage. It means they're not reliant on any single market. So, if one region is experiencing a downturn, they can lean on the strength of others. It's like having a diversified portfolio, but for your business. And speaking of diversification, Nestlé is constantly innovating and adapting to local tastes. They're not afraid to tweak their products and marketing strategies to resonate with consumers in different parts of the world. That kind of agility and responsiveness is crucial in today's globalized economy. It allows Nestlé to stay ahead of the curve and maintain its position as a true consumer goods giant. Remember folks, when it comes to weathering economic storms, diversity and adaptability are key. Let's be honest folks. Have you ever gone a week without using a single Procter & Gamble product? I doubt it. These guys are the undisputed kings of everyday essentials. We're talking Tide, Crest, Pampers, Gillette, the list goes on and on. And that's the genius of their business model. They focus on products that people need, not just want. Whether the economy's booming or bust, people still need to brush their teeth, wash their clothes, and, well, change their babies' diapers. This consistent demand makes P&G practically recession-proof. No matter what's happening in the stock market, people are still going to need their products. It's like clockwork, and it's a beautiful thing for investors. But here's the thing, P&G isn't just coasting on its reputation. They're constantly innovating, coming up with new and improved versions of their products, and even expanding into new categories. They understand that to stay on top, you can't rest on your laurels. Now let's talk branding. P&G is a master of building strong, recognizable brands that resonate with consumers. Think about it, when you see that iconic orange Tide logo, you instantly know what you're getting: quality and reliability. And that kind of brand loyalty is priceless. It means that even when times are tough, customers are more likely to stick with P&G products over cheaper alternatives. They've built up that trust over decades, and it's a major competitive advantage. But it's not just about brand recognition, it's also about innovation. P&G invests heavily in research and development, constantly looking for ways to improve their products and stay ahead of the curve. They understand that to remain relevant, you need to constantly evolve. Whether it's developing new formulas for their detergents or coming up with innovative new razor technology, P&G is always pushing the boundaries, and that's what makes them a true market leader. Now let's talk about a company that seems to defy economic logic, LVMH. This is the world of luxury goods, folks. We're talking Louis Vuitton handbags, Moet champagne, Tiffany diamonds. You know, the stuff you don't necessarily need, but definitely wouldn't mind having. You might think, how does a company selling high-end luxury goods survive, let alone thrive during a recession? Well, here's the paradox. The ultra-wealthy, LVMH's target market, tend to be less affected by economic downturns. In fact, sometimes recessions can even benefit luxury brands. Why? Because for the super rich, luxury goods aren't just about the product, they're about status, exclusivity, and a hedge against inflation. Think about it, when the economy takes a hit, the value of your cash goes down. So what do the wealthy do? They invest in tangible assets that hold their value, like real estate, fine art, and yes, luxury goods. But here's another key factor: aspiration. See, luxury brands like LVMH are incredibly good at selling a lifestyle, a dream. They create an aura of exclusivity and desirability that even people with less disposable income find alluring. This aspirational aspect of luxury goods is incredibly powerful. It means that even if someone can't afford a Louis Vuitton bag today, they might be saving up for one, aspiring to own a piece of that luxury lifestyle. And that's why LVMH continues to thrive, even when the economy takes a hit. They understand that for their target market, luxury is more than just a purchase. It's an investment, a statement, and a way of life. But it's not just about marketing and exclusivity. LVMH is also a master of craftsmanship and quality. They understand that their customers are discerning and expect the very best. Alright, moving on to number 6, we've got a true titan of industry. A company that needs no introduction: Johnson & Johnson. J&DJ has weathered economic storms for over a century, and for good reason. See, their business model is deeply intertwined with a simple, undeniable truth. People get sick, recessions or not. Think about it. You can put off buying that new car or that fancy gadget when the economy takes a hit. But are you really gonna skimp on medicine when you're feeling under the weather? Probably not. And that's where J&DJ comes in. From over-the-counter essentials like Tylenol and Band-Aids to cutting-edge medical devices and pharmaceuticals, they cover the entire spectrum of healthcare needs. And that, my friends, is a recipe for recession resilience. No matter what the economic forecast says, people still need their medications, their bandages, their contact lenses. J&DJ gets it. They've built a business that caters to these essential needs, and that's why they're a powerhouse, even when other companies are struggling to stay afloat. Another factor that makes J&DJ such a strong player is their incredible diversification. We're not just talking about a wide range of products here, we're talking about a global reach that spans multiple markets and demographics. This global presence, with operations in over 60 countries, gives J&DJ a massive buffer against regional economic downturns. If one market is struggling, they've got others to pick up the slack. And let's not forget about their commitment to research and development. J&DJ is constantly innovating, bringing new products and technologies to the market. This constant evolution keeps them ahead of the curve and ensures they remain relevant and competitive, no matter how the economic landscape shifts. So, the takeaway here is clear. JJ's combination of essential products, global diversification, and relentless innovation makes them a formidable force, even in the face of economic uncertainty. Let's talk about a company that's literally at the heart of every transaction: Visa. You see, Visa isn't just a credit card company, they're a global payments network, a financial linchpin that facilitates trillions of dollars in transactions every single year. And guess what? Recessions don't stop people from spending entirely, they just change how they spend. Think about it. When times get tough, people might cut back on luxury items or big-ticket purchases, but they're still buying groceries, paying their bills, and covering their essential expenses. And increasingly, those transactions are happening digitally. Online shopping, mobile payments, contactless transactions, Visa is at the forefront of it all. They're not just riding the digital wave, they're driving it, constantly innovating and expanding their reach into new markets and technologies. Now you might be thinking, hold on Shane, don't other companies do what Visa does? And you'd be right, there are competitors in the payment space. But here's the thing, none of them have the sheer scale and global reach of Visa. We're talking about a network that connects billions of consumers, millions of merchants, and financial institutions around the world. That's a level of interconnectedness that's incredibly difficult to replicate and even harder to disrupt. And let's not forget about the power of the Visa brand. That little blue and gold logo represents trust, security, and global acceptance. When you pull out your Visa card, you know it's going to work, no matter where you are in the world. So, as more and more transactions move online and across borders, Visa is perfectly positioned to capitalize on this global shift. They're not just surviving, they're thriving, recession or no recession. Next up, we've got a company that needs no introduction: McDonald's. The Golden Arches are recognized around the world, a symbol of fast food affordability and, believe it or not, recession resilience. Now, you might be wondering, how can a burger joint be recession-proof? Well, it all comes down to one powerful concept: value. When the economy takes a hit, people start tightening their belts. They're looking for ways to stretch their budgets further, and that often means cutting back on expensive meals and dining out less. And that's where McDonald's comes in with their winning formula, offering familiar, comforting food at prices that are hard to beat. A Big Mac and fries might be a simple pleasure, but it's a reliable one, and in uncertain times people crave familiarity and affordability. But McDonald's success runs deeper than just cheap burgers. They've mastered the art of global appeal while still adapting to local tastes and preferences. Whether you're in New York City or Tokyo, you can find a McDonald's, but the menu might surprise you. They're constantly innovating, introducing new items, and tailoring their offerings to cater to local palates. This combination of global consistency and local adaptation is a key ingredient in their success. It allows them to appeal to a broad customer base, from budget-conscious families to students, to travelers looking for a familiar taste of home. And let's not forget about their operational efficiency. McDonald's has streamlined their processes to a science, ensuring that they can deliver a consistent experience at scale. So, whether you're facing a global pandemic or an economic downturn, you can bet that McDonald's will be there, serving up affordable meals and weathering the storm. Number 9 on our list of companies built to withstand any economic hurricane is ExxonMobil. Oil runs the world. Transportation, manufacturing, electricity all rely on energy, and that's where ExxonMobil comes in. They're tapping into a constant fundamental need. The transition to renewables will take time. Meanwhile, the world still needs its energy fix. ExxonMobil is ready to supply it. They've got the infrastructure, expertise, and global reach. ExxonMobil knows how to navigate the ups and downs. They're investing in research and development. They're playing the long game, and that's what makes them a true economic powerhouse. At number 10, we have the granddaddy of them all, the company that's practically synonymous with weathering economic storms, Berkshire Hathaway, the brainchild of the legendary investor, Warren Buffett. Now Buffett, or the Oracle of Omaha as he's often called, has this incredible knack for picking winners, for seeing value where others don't. But his real genius lies in his long-term vision and his commitment to building a company that's built to last. See, Berkshire Hathaway isn't your typical company. It's more like a massive conglomerate with its fingers in everything from insurance and energy to railroads and consumer goods. This diversification is key. It means that if one sector of the economy takes a hit, Berkshire Hathaway isn't overly reliant on it. They've got other irons in the fire, other engines driving their growth. It's like having a safety net woven out of pure financial gold. But Buffett's brilliance doesn't stop at diversification. He's also a firm believer in the power of cash, and I'm not talking about a couple of bucks stashed under the mattress. I'm talking about billions upon billions of dollars in reserves, just waiting for the right opportunity. You see, when everyone else is panicking during a downturn, selling off assets and scrambling for liquidity, Berkshire Hathaway is sitting pretty. They've got the cash on hand to swoop in and buy undervalued companies, to make strategic investments that will pay off big time when the market recovers. And let's not forget about the psychological advantage here. Knowing that Berkshire Hathaway is holding a massive war chest of cash provides a sense of stability and confidence not just for the company itself, but for the entire market. It's like having a financial superhero waiting in the wings, ready to swoop in and save the day if things get really hairy. That, my friends, is the power of Berkshire Hathaway. First up is a company synonymous with sleek design, cutting-edge technology, and a loyal following, Apple. Apple's not just selling you a phone or a laptop, they're selling you an ecosystem, an experience. Once you're plugged into their world of seamless integration, it's hard to break free. That, my friends, is stickiness in action. And it's a key reason why Apple continues to thrive despite economic uncertainty. Next up, we're turning our attention to a tech giant that's been a dominant force for decades, Microsoft. Now, you might remember them for Windows, the operating system that's practically everywhere, but Microsoft's secret weapon? Recurring revenue. They've masterfully shifted from one-time software sales to a subscription-based model. Think about it. Businesses can't function without Office 365. Their cloud services like Azure are becoming indispensable. And LinkedIn? Well, that's the go-to platform for professionals worldwide. This consistent stream of income from subscriptions provides a level of predictability and stability that most businesses can only dream of, especially during economic downturns. When times get tough, and budgets get slashed, companies might delay big IT overhauls, but they're far less likely to ditch essential software and services like those provided by Microsoft. They're ingrained in the very fabric of how businesses operate, making them practically recession-proof. But Microsoft's not just about clinging to the old, they're masters of reinvention. They saw the cloud revolution coming and went all in, transforming themselves from a primarily software-focused company to a cloud powerhouse. And that strategic move has paid off big time, with Azure becoming one of the leading cloud platforms globally. This forward-thinking approach, their ability to adapt and evolve, is a key reason why Microsoft continues to dominate the tech landscape. They understand that the business world is constantly changing and they're not afraid to change with it. So, there you have it. Microsoft, a company that understands the power of recurring revenue and the importance of staying ahead of the curve. They're not just surviving, they're thriving, proving that even in the face of economic uncertainty, strategic innovation can lead to lasting success. So there you have it, folks. 10 companies that have stood the test of time, that have weathered recessions, trade wars, and everything in between. But what's the secret sauce? What sets these companies apart from the pack? Well, if you look closely, you'll notice a few common threads. First, they all operate in industries that are essential to our daily lives. From the food we eat and the energy we consume to the technology that connects us and the healthcare that keeps us going. Second, they've all built incredibly strong brands that people trust. Think about it. Apple, Microsoft, Nestlé, Johnson & Johnson. These are names that are practically synonymous with quality and reliability. And in uncertain times, people gravitate towards what they know and trust. And finally, these companies are all masters of adaptation and innovation. They're constantly evolving, finding new ways to meet the changing needs of their customers and stay ahead of the curve. They understand that in the business world, just like in nature, it's the ones who are most adaptable that survive and thrive. What do these companies have in common? High profit margins, diversified revenue, strong brands, and recession-proof industries. Want to future-proof your investments or business? Follow their lead. Hit that like button if you found this insightful, and subscribe for more strategies on financial success. What company impressed you the most? Comment below.